So my session will be a quick introduction to Microsoft DevBox to give some love to Microsoft DevBox. Quickly to me, my name is Pratheep Sinnathurai. I am a senior Azure engineer working at Base Vision and fresh-born MVP science. So, thank you. Since 2 months, and here are my social and also my blogs. So the topic which I will present today is also available in my blog. So why DevBox? So a lot of people are thinking, hey, a DevBox or a virtual machine, a developer workstation will be created like in 1 hour. But what I see in a lot of times is that it takes like almost a week until a machine is ready. So I had a customer which had a case where a machine was compromised and it took like 1 week to get back. So why DevBox? So Microsoft has Azure Virtual Desktop, Windows 365. So now DevBox. DevBox is more another approach into the environment of a self-service. So I, as a developer, can get into DevBox and get me a dev machine. And also you can use DevHome to customize using Winget configuration your DevBox as you wanted to have it. Right. So what are the different roles in DevBox? So we have the platform engineer, which is responsible for all the settings management. We have the dev team lead, which is responsible for the cost management, for provisioning policies, and the developer can just consume his machine. So from an architecture perspective, that's what we can see in here. So we have all the Dev Center project and all that stuff. We will go through one by one, and I will just quickly try to explain what it is and what we can achieve with it. So the first one is the Dev Center. So the Dev Center is a top-level resource in DevBox, and the so one customer can create multiple Dev Centers, but it makes just sense to use one. And in the Dev Center, we can create project, DevBox definition, all that stuff. So that's a top-level resource. Inside the Dev Center, we have multiple projects. So let's say you as a developer has a project to work on something specific. So I, as the dev team lead, can create projects and define who can access it and who has the possibilities to get his DevBox machine inside this project. Inside the Dev Center, we can also define the DevBox definition. So there I can define what kind of SKU can I use, like how many CPU do I need, how many RAM do I need, what kind of image can I use. So I can use custom image, or I can also use Azure Marketplace's images. Just go for the Azure Marketplace images. Makes life way easier. And inside that, I can create the DevBox pools. So each machine inside the DevBox pool has the same kind of configuration, same kind of network configuration, same kind of SKU, and also default application which are installed inside. The Dev Center is associated to the virtual network, so I can either decide if I want to have a Microsoft hosted network, or I can even create my own network to get like on-prem access to maybe Active Directory if you still need that. But that's all the possibilities. And the magic part is where the DevBox user came into that. And then I can go into the portal, can say, hey, I would like to have a machine for this project, and just create it. It took like 20 to 60 minutes to create one machine, and you're up and ready to go to develop. DevBox loves Intune, so once you have created your DevBox, you will see that the machine is available in Intune, and it has a different device model type. That means I can associate specific configuration application to that specific device model type. To give it more flexibility, I can create inside the Dev Center catalogs. So that's one example which is provided by Microsoft, where I can just say, hey, install Winget, install the CLI which I need, install all the tools which I need based on Winget configurations. And once we are up and ready, we can use the Windows app or the Remote Desktop Connect or the web portal, and we can start a machine and connect to it. All right. So from a security perspective, I can also use conditional access policies to make it more secure to access it. So I can just say, hey, I just want to have my users for that specific device DevBox pool getting from that specific network, or you kind of need to have a compliant machine to get access to your DevBoxes. Developers always needs local admin privileges, or I see that a lot of times, and that's like a nightmare for us Intune administrators. So what you can do is you can use endpoint privilege management. So you work as a standard user, and once you need specific permission, you can just get them. DevBox sounds expensive. It could be. So what can you can use for save some costs are hibernation. So using hibernation, the machine will go in a power save mode, and once you're up and ready to go with, you can just turn it on. What you can also define as a DevBox team lead is auto shutdown. So during the night, the machine will turn off, and that's a way how you can save Azure VM costs. Still need to pay for the disk, but the runtime will be saved. All right, I see that I have one failure in here, but all right. What you can also do is like define which time all your machines needs to be shut down, and that time can be delayed. So you can say, hey, I have like an important task to do. I need to work further on this. So I have an article on Medium which describes it, how to create DevBox using PowerShell, and there is like a big great article on Microsoft Learn. So if you want to more about it, just reach out to me or check those great articles. Thank you.